Okay, 2015 fireworks, 4th of July stash over at the barn where we do all of our staging. And right here we've got our 200-gram cakes, nowhere near as many as I've had in prior years. 2 years ago I had over 300, last year over 200, this year I only got about 40. They just don't show up that well from a distance, but I got some good ones. I've got, you know, a dozen black labels, which are maybe the best 200-gram cakes I've seen. I've got 8 snake tails. I've got a dozen coconut Grove Song. Those are nice 19-shot cakes, and I've got the 8 Random Rambling. Random Rambling and the snake tails, they're nice bushy comet kind of things, and they're going to be going off during the false finale. Then we've got our 500-gram cakes, and I got a number that I bought down in Angola, Indiana, at Johnny Lemus, good guy Brad down there. Got 2 cases of Out of Wax. They're 9-shot cakes, nice big breaks, pretty nice brocades, real pretty shells. So I've got 2 cases of those, and then I got a case of Brawn. This is a big cake from Brothers, half crackle, half brocades, 16-shot, nice big cakes. And then got Baby Boomers, which is almost an identical kind of cake. 16-shot, 8 crackle, 8 brocades, but really nice cakes. They'll be part of the second segment with the rest of the heavy hitters. Then I've got 8 of these Beyond Reality. These are nice little 16-shot mine cakes, and they're nice little accent pieces, and we'll be having those go off in the second segment as well. Last maybe about, I don't know, 18, 20 seconds, but they're kind of nice. Then we've got Pow Bam. That's another nice 9-shot cake. I like this one because there's no finale. It's just 9 shots, so it lasts a little bit longer than, say, the Out of Whack. But they're decent cakes. Loose Cannon. If you like peonies, this is probably the biggest breaking cake I've ever seen. The breaks on these are absolutely huge, but again, they're primarily peonies. I like them, so these are definitely a staple in every show we do. Then we got Xanadu. This is another Brothers cake, 16-shot. Never had these before, but the videos look pretty good, so we'll be putting them in there. And then we've got Firefly, another Brothers cake. If you like crackles, this is probably the best cake that you can buy. It's 16 shots, big, huge breaks, all crackles, just a beautiful cake. And this will be one of the very last cakes going off. Then we've got the Chronic. Now we're getting into the stuff that we buy from Big Fireworks. And the Chronic, along with Sharpshooter, are probably their best 500-gram cakes, in my opinion. 12-shot cakes, really nice breaks. They're pretty, they're loud. They just really, just can't do without them in the show, and I've got 3 cases of those. Rhino Buster, this is another cake that we've never tried before, but the video shows it as nice big yellow bushy break, so, you know, kind of looking forward to seeing what that guy looks like. Then again, we've got the other 2 cases of the Chronic. And then up here, we've got our Sharpshooters. And next to, you know, this and Chronic, I think, are the best 500-gram cakes that Biggs makes. And again, we got 3 cases of these guys, 12 shots, so last probably about 25 seconds on these. Chronic lasts about 35. Nice big breaks, pretty brocades, loud, get up there really high. So this is one of my favorite cakes. Now over here, kind of, yeah, some of the lesser cakes. Strobing Crown is a nice 16-shot cake. Not a heavy hitter, lasts probably about 35 seconds, but they've got nice strobing effects, a lot of glitter, so I like those. Glory Road, this is a new cake for us this year, 16-shot. They're nice breaks, they're not huge, they've got nice little strobe tips on them, and that's one of the reasons why we got those. Bold Color, this is another cake by Brothers. 20-shot cakes. Again, not a heavy hitter, but they're real nice breaks. Last probably the better part of 40 seconds. And Bold Colors, this is another nice, Blonde Joke. This is another nice cake from Brothers, 36 shots. Gosh, lasts almost a minute. Kind of corkscrew effect. Not really big, really loud, but a nice cake. An OBM. This is actually a pretty big cake, a nice 500-gram cake. Lasts about 30 seconds. This will be one of the last ones to go off because I say it's really a good-sized cake. And then this is a brand new cake for Biggs this year, 16-shot, nice cake, kind of alternates between different kinds of effects, but again, it's a really nice cake, and so we're glad to have this guy in here. Then over here, we've got Full Metal Jacket. This is probably the prettiest horsetails that I've ever seen. It's a 30-shot cake. Doesn't last very long, but really nice. We'll have all 4 of those going off at once. Then we got Shattered Silence. This is a 36-shot cake. 6 by 6 by 6 by 6 by 6. Makes a little noise going up there, a lot of crackle. Another new cake for us this year, but you know, it looks pretty good, so we're looking forward to seeing that. Then Gold Digger, this is kind of nice. It's 25 shot. They're, you know, red and gold starburst kind of thing. Goes off pretty quick. I mean, it's an active cake, so that's definitely a winner. Apocalypse Now. This is a pretty big cake. This will be in our second segment towards the end. It's a 12-shot cake. Brocade and strobes and really kind of nice. Then we'll swing around the other side here. And we've got a case of Silver Bullets. This is one of the specialty cakes. They're comets with croissettes. Last probably about 35 seconds or so. Nice effect, 18 shots. I really like these. Unfortunately, it looks like they discontinued it. We won't be able to get them next year, so I'm glad I got at least one case for this year. Then we've got Crypt Keeper. This is kind of combination mines with small breaks. It gives you 30 shots. It's an active cake. We'll be having this and the Full Metal Jacket go off in the same segment. We'll have all 4 Crypt Keepers go, then all 4 Metal Jackets go. It should be an active minute. Then Last Rites. This is another new cake that they came out with, I think, last year. Not a real big cake, but it's a 30-shot cake. It's got differing effects. It's got 5 shots, 5 shots, then a number of the red and gold starbursts like the Gold Digger. So I'll actually be combining Last Rites and Gold Digger in the segments. So that's a nice one. Massive Neon is probably one of the most active 500-gram cakes that they make. It's 30 shots. It goes off in probably about 15 seconds. Once it starts going, it just keeps on going until it's done. Really nice, really pretty cake. Glad we've got those. Then over here we've got some 3-inch finale cakes. You know, I'm not really sure whether they're worth the money. A couple years ago I had almost 20 of these things, and this year I've only got 8. And I'm going to have them go off pretty much by themselves just so I can see if they're worth the money. But we've got the Force, which is a really nice neon cake. It's a bright cake. OMB, I've got 2 cases of that. They look, you know, I mean, they're big breaks, they're huge breaks. A lot of lift, a lot of noise. Defying Gravity, this is a new one that we've never tried before. You know, it's your basic NOAB, and we're just hoping that that is a good cake. And but this may be the last year that I go for the 3-inch finale cakes. Now down here is also something we normally don't do, but we're doing Roman candles. These are neon tracers. Each one has 196 shots, so we've got almost 3,000 shots here in a minute. And they'll be kind of opening the show. We'll also have a rack of 50 mortars going off at the same time. So that should be a nice way to get the show started and kind of get everybody's attention. So now we'll go over here and we'll take a look at our 2-inch finale cakes. And this is Pure Intensity and Crimson Rage. And I think they were brand new last year. Nice cakes. 9-shot breaks, 7 with a 2-shot finale. Lasts about 35 seconds. The Pure Intensity has got almost a brilliant blue-white explosion at the center. Gets up there, a lot of noise, a lot of light, really like them. And Crimson Rage, a little hard for you to read that, but they're called Crimson Rage. This is probably the most brilliant red fireworks I've ever seen. And so really like these. So we've got 16 of each, and they'll be going off at a lot of different points during the show. So real excited about those. And then over here we've got our sprinkler cakes, and we've got 4 big ones: synchronicity, multiplicity, a couple of duplicity. Those are all your 312 shot sprinklers. Duplicity, I think, is new this year. These are all very active cakes, last probably between 15 and 25 seconds, but really nice cakes. We Will Rock You, this is another really active cake, doesn't last that long, but We Will Rock You is sort of the sprinkler equivalent of a massive neon. Once it gets going, it just keeps on going till it's done. So I've got a couple of those, like those. Master of Our Enemies. This is a really nice cake. I've got 4 of these. Really nice little colored strobes at the end of each plume. So I said we got 4 of those. Really like those guys. Rules don't apply. This is another nice cake. We've got 4 of those. An active cake. So this will be a nice addition to the show. Over here we've got Midnight, and I've got 4 of these. This is a mine cake, and really it's a very, very nice cake. It's a long-lasting cake. We've got 4 of them. We'll have 2 going off at a time. A lot of these will have 2 at a time going off, and that way it really fills the sky. But really like Midnight. And then over here we've got This Is Our Country. A little hard to read there. We've got 3 of these guys. Again, nice active cake. Lasts probably about 25 seconds or so. Then we've got a couple of Minefield. These are really nice mine cakes if you like mines. They it lasts actually lasts a fair amount of time, almost 30 seconds. So we really like these guys. So these are our sprinklers. I've never had this many sprinklers before. I think last year we had about a dozen. They were really well received, and so we bumped that up to 25 this year. So they'll be going off at a lot of different points in the show. A lot of them will be going 2 by 2, so you'll have 2 of them either side by side or back to back, so they can really put up a bunch of stuff in the sky. So altogether, counting our 500-gram sprinkler cakes and our 2-inch finale cakes, and all of our standard 500-gram cakes and our 8 500-gram 3-inch finale cakes, we've got about 100 and almost 190 500-gram cakes. So that's probably more 500-gram cakes than we've ever had before, so we're really looking forward to the show. And no show is complete without mines and mortars. So these are our mortar racks over here. And altogether we've got 982 mortars, and we've got about 250 mines and comets. And as you can see, everything's all fused up and ready to go. And we've got a lot of kinds of racks. We've got 12-shot racks, and we've got 24-shot racks. Made all these things ourselves out of 1x3 using a nail gun. Except for these guys down here, these are 50-shot racks that I actually bought from Biggs, and we've got 4 of those. And a couple of those will be going off at the beginning of the show. The other 2 will be going off in our false finale. Here's some more comets. And I say we've got about 50 comets, and these aren't the real good comets like we had last year, but they're not too bad. And so they'll just be like like little exclamation points. And then over here we've got a few of these segments, but it's a little hard to see with the sun. But these will be going off at the end of the show. These guys right here are the our 20 and 24 shot racks that will be going off with the sprinkler cakes. Every sprinkler cake will have some mortars going off with it, just to give a little high level stuff to go with all the sprinkles. And again, we've got some more mines, got some more comets in there. So this is our show. Almost 200 500-gram cakes, 4,200 grammers. We've got a total of 982 mortars and 250 or so comets and mines. So all in all, we're looking forward to it. Now we got to put it all together, and that's the hard work. So we'll get back to you then.